let's speak English. Англійська, мова Шекспіра та нью-йоркських таксистів. Англійська, стане у нагоді вам, бойські дівчиська.
Hello, dear students. My name is Olga Manma. I'm a teacher of English. Welcome to today's lesson. Let me start it with a very personal story. Last year, I was visiting London with my daughter, and I told her, "Oh, why don't we write a letter to your daddy?" She said, "What is it?" And I said, "Well, this is when you send the information, you share pictures or stories." And she said, "Yeah, let's do it." And she expected me to have a phone in my hand, but I said, "No, we're going to the post office." "Why, Mum?" I said, "Well, we're going to buy a card, a postcard, and we're going to send it." "A postcard," she said, "but how does it work?" So I had to tell her what we were going to do. First, we went and we've chosen this card. We bought it. Then I told her, "You can put the address now, the home address." She said, "You mean Daddy's email?" I say, No, the address, our home address." "All right." And then, well, she wrote the message for Daddy. And then she says, "But how will Daddy get it?" And, well, then I stopped for a while and I said, as soon as you write what you want to write on your postcard, you go and you put it in the special box, the letterbox. "What happens next?" she asked. "Well, then the special person will have a look at all the envelopes, all the postcards, everything that is in there, and they will categorize it according to the continents which it will go to." "What happens next then?" I said, "Then it is delivered to a special place where it goes into more sorting, and then it goes to the airport, and then there are special cargo airplanes. The cargo airplanes would have the boxes for the letters, for the postcards, for the special presents and different boxes. And then it will fly to Ukraine, and it will go to the storehouse, and then the person will deliver it to the post office next to our house, and then finally the postman will get it delivered to our home address." "No way," she said. "Mummy, why don't we just send a text to our daddy, a picture, a video, whatever, instead of doing all of this?" Well, we're going to be talking about technologies and how technologies have changed our lives. Right, few aspects. The first one, as you guess, is of course communication, because sending messages, staying in touch with your family, with friends, it's all about communication. Having devices such as mobile phones, computers, access to internet, Wi-Fi, made us available 24/7. Don't you agree? Right, so we are available. I remember being a kid and traveling abroad. When I wanted to contact my parents, I was only allowed to do it once a week because the calls were extremely expensive. Well, nowadays, if I want to chat to my friend who lives on the other continent or my family member who is traveling, I would easily do the FaceTime with them, or I would send them the message, the video, anything. Of course, communication is made easier because we can share everything on social media with our friends. So communication is easy, affordable, and it's accessible to everyone, almost to everyone. Right. So communication is thing number one, which I wanted to mention how much it has changed. But what about me doing now? I'm trying to teach you, and this is all about education. And what we're doing now is doing the online school. You want to see how it's created? Right, let me do the video. So guys, this is how it all works. This is the studio, the camera, guys. Yes, right, this is how it all happens. And this is how modern learning is made. Isn't it fun? Yes, learning is made online now. You can stay at home, you can be on your holiday, you can study anywhere. Another important thing is Previously, to learn about anything, you would have encyclopedia, you will have all the rare books available at the library, or quite expensive to get. People would invest. I remember at home I had a huge set of encyclopedia books where all the knowledge were, all the interesting facts were, the rare pictures were. Well, nowadays, all I need to do is go online, look for the search engine, insert the name, and see it there. Right. Can you tell me the truth? When was the last time you had a look at the proper dictionary? You had a look at the word, you were looking for the paper, you were going through all the pages. No way, we don't do it anymore nowadays. All we need again is access to either computer or your phone and internet. This is how we translate the words now. Right, if we have a look at the global learning, I'm sure you've heard of various resources where you can study online. Not only you can have the videos, not only you can read the random articles, you can subscribe and do the proper online course on whatever you're interested in, whether it's medicine or nutrition or a new language. Right, and getting the certificate is very important. Not only do you get the knowledge, but the approved certificate. So the first aspect we did discuss was communication. While the second was education. Right, let's move on. Do you remember the old school maps? Do you ever use them nowadays? Well, I would rarely pick up the booklet with a map if I stay somewhere in a nice place like Milan or London, but most often, again, we would do it online. You would go to one of your apps and just track where you are, see where you want to go, and you can choose whatever place you want to see, and it will direct you there. So GPS systems and all the Google Maps and other maps and devices made it possible. Right. What about booking the proper holiday? Do you remember? We used to go through the travel agent. We used to look through all the beautiful catalogs with the pictures. I even remember you go there twice or 3 times before you make the final decision. Well, now, of course, we do it online. You can book your holiday online. The important thing, you can cancel it online too. The next thing, you can watch the YouTube videos, or you can read any articles about the destination you want to go and do it. And my favorite one is getting the taxi. I really like how easy, accessible, affordable it has recently become due to all the technologies, due to all the companies that provide us with this service nowadays. Right, so making travel and transportation in the 21st century is the best ever. It's very often that I mention, thanks for the 21st century devices and availability to all the apps and resources. Good. So the first one was communication. The third would be transport and travel. And the second one, right, education. Let's move on. Being a girl in the 21st century, I'm happy I don't have to carry any more cash with me, because banking, online banking apps and cashless payments made it possible. Isn't it easy to surf the net, to look for the websites that you're interested in, to order online and to pay online? That is made easy, quickly, and usually very reliable. Please be aware when you shop online. Make sure that the website you are using is protected. Right. So banking and cashless payments. What about having the goods delivered? If you buy it on international website, you don't have to worry about that. Very often, the price of the delivery will be, if it's not free, it will be delivered into your final price. And that makes our life so easy. I like it. I hope you like it too. Good. Let's move on to another point, which would be important one. This is our house. I don't know what about you, but I'm amazed with all the equipment that now doctors are using. You can easily test anything, or you can have all the resources to make sure that you stay safe and healthy. And of course, why don't we say the gadgets that most of us have? These are either smartwatches or, yes, fitness trackers. Have you ever wondered about your heart rate before? Have you ever known about 10,000 steps a day that you have to make? Yes, my smartwatch always reminds me, well, when it's time to stand up, when I've been sitting for too long, when it's time to breathe. If I'm excited and I stop breathing, it reminds me, breathe, Olga, breathe. And I really like the special vibe I have from the smartwatch on my hand when it lets me know that I have completed my today's target. Well, some smartwatches can help you to track your nutrition of what you eat, how many calories you consume, and how much energy you spend. So well done. Thanks for the developers of this amazing device. Right, good. Let's move on to something that we can do while being at home, but still needing a doctor. Doctors can provide you with a consultation online. They can ask you about your well-being. They can let you know what to do and any further steps you have to take. My favorite part of the 21st century accessibility is entertainment. Entertainment is a huge part of everyone's life. Let's say not many of you would remember what that is. Trust me, guys, this is something that your parents would know, that your elderly friends would know, and I would show something that I'm sure only the late 20th century kids wouldn't know. Everyone else could know what to do with that. The cassette. Yes, we used to listen to the music using those cassettes. Right, but even the CDs nowadays, I know you guys don't listen to CDs. You have other devices. You have access to all the apps, to all the recordings in a various way. Remember to pay for it. And the cassette, my favorite, yes. Not many of you would recognize this as well, but trust me, this is how we got access to videos. This is how we made our own family party recordings and we could watch it. So this was the only way to record your memories. Yes, I'm sure your parents might have some memories of your childhood on those cassettes. Yes, goodbye to all of it now. I'm sure your memories, your music, it's all on the iCloud now. Good. What about you wanted to go on a show? I'll tell you what we did when I was younger. You go to the box office, you find out what's on the date you are interested, and then you have to read about the event to see whether you're interested or not. What happens now? You know, you go online, you go to the special website, and then you can see the dates. You can even select it in advance, the dates, the events, the type of the events you're interested in, and then see what's on. Usually there are YouTube videos, the trailers, the teasers, what the show is going to be about. So you just watch it, and then what you do, you pay with your card, you choose the e-ticket. Well, the whole story will take you up to 5 minutes, and then the e-ticket is emailed into your email box, and very often you don't even have to print it. Just save it on your phone, and then it is scanned once you enter the facility where the event is happening. Good. Something that most boys and men like, the online games. I still see people on the playgrounds playing, having fun, doing either individual sports or, you know, the team games. However, online games is a huge, huge business and huge part of entertainment. What about this? What if I wear those? You know, by wearing those glasses and going to the cinema, you dive into the world of 3D cinema. I like the sound, I like the pictures, I like how the butterflies can be flying around you. This is just marvelous. 21st century, thank you for the 3D cinemas. Good. Being a mom of 3, I do a lot of home entertainment, and cooking is my favorite home entertainment. I can entertain my family, I can entertain my guests with my cooking. Old school, old days, I would have the book. I have a collection of cooking books. I would open the book, look for the ingredients, look for the recipe, look for the procedure, and I will do it. Nowadays, no. I come to the kitchen, I search for the recipe or for the inspiration. I could do it on the social media to look for what would be good for dinner today. Then you can have the food, the product delivered. So you order it, it is delivered. Then the YouTube shows you how to cook amazing dish in just 5 minutes. I love it. It's such a great idea. Good. Now, there is something I would like to share with you. Watch this video. This is how people from the various countries, from the various backgrounds, from various cultures can get together and create this beautiful masterpiece of a choir. Until I've seen this video, I've never ever thought this could be possible. Online choir. Well, now we have lots of concerts and lots of live events which we can watch online, either from the computer screen or your TV screen. But watch this video, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. After we've discussed everything, how our life was changed by technologies, how communication, travel, shopping, entertainment, and medicine, how tremendously they've changed, don't you agree that modern technology and science proved something to us, proved something to the mankind, that nothing is impossible? I encourage you to be the next creators of this universe, to think out of the box. You never know what other technologies of yours will be using soon. Good. One more personal story. Well, my birthday is coming, and technologies will be helping me to celebrate it this day. I will share the truth with you. Previously, any other year of my life, any other birthday of my life, I used to celebrate it with a big number of my friends and family. However, this year, I will be celebrating my birthday in Zoom. Imagine, I used to have parties, but now my birthday party will be in Zoom. I used to have big birthday parties. Right, let's have a look at this marvelous used to. When we use used to, it saves us from explaining why it is something that we don't do it now. Робила раніше, зараз так не роблю, but I don't have to explain all the long story. All you have to say is I used to. Right, few more facts about me. I used to play the piano. Now you know I don't play it anymore. I used to live in another town. Now you know that I live in Kiev. I used to do more sports. Well, now I don't do it anymore. I used to do more handicrafts. Well, I don't do it anymore. Used to. Let's have a look at this very good structure, because actually, before the technologies came to our life, we used to do things differently, right? We used to write letters. We used to look for the recipes in the cookbook. Well, we used to look in the proper maps. We used to watch the videos, which we couldn't really enjoy. The quality was bad, trust me. Good, used to. Some more examples of used to. Right. We used to wait for a week to develop our photos, because nowadays we have digital photos, it's easy. We used to go to the library to borrow the books to learn interesting facts. Now we don't do it anymore. We have access to all the Wikipedia and other online encyclopedias. We used to go to the travel agent to book our holidays. Well, now we do it online. Perfect. Good. So used to is always followed by infinitive. For example, I used to carry cash with me before I had my credit card. Or you can ask the question with this structure, did you use to write the letters to your family when you lived abroad? Easy, did you use? Right, or we can always make the negative sentence. For example, he didn't use to check his heart rate until you gave him a fitness tracker. Obviously, you give it to your family member, to your parent, to your friend, and your friend keeps checking it. Yeah, I know it happens. Test time. Let's see how you can implement this structure. Good. The sentence is, my friend be fluent in French when she was a kid. You have 20 seconds to give the right answer. Yes, of course. My friend used to be fluent in French when she was a kid. Well, probably I'm talking about a friend who used to live in France or used to go to the French school. Good. Now let's make the negative sentence. Look at the board. Alex not like chocolate, but now he does. Yeah, let's check the correct answer. Alex didn't used to like chocolate, but now he does. And the third one, can we make it the question, please? He be interested in IT? Yes, did he used to be interested in IT? I encourage you guys to share with your friends, to share with your teachers about the things that you used to do. Remember, this structure is commonly used when we talk about our past experiences, about the things that we don't do anymore. Right. Good. My 5, what were they? I used to play the piano. I used to live in another town. I used to do more sports. I used to use cooking books. And I used to have cash with me. But that was years ago. Now we go cashless. Good. Now you will watch few amazing videos about technologies, how they have changed our lives unexpectedly. The technologies, where we see them in those videos, it's somewhere we've never, ever imagined we would see them. Yes, the fashion show. I'm sure you enjoyed the videos. Please share more videos with us, and thank you very much for today's lesson. We'll be developing more vocabulary, more grammar on technology. Watch us next time. Thank you. Goodbye.